teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So SMU's offense will get first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than...
Oh, he's got some space. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Pulls it in. It's Singh. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The give on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Lost to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Richards. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, SMU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy...
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
A lot of things have gone right for this offense, but I think this quarterback right now is playing with a little too much confidence. He held the football way too long that time in the pocket, and he ended up...
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man to the left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Mustangs are rolling down the field.
Have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. He fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big game, getting the first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown Mustangs. A great catch and run for 6.
Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size, I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You could tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Finding open areas. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Singh. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Line gets set, 1st down. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Hauls it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bring in the heat. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, you just keep your points. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Quick spin on the run. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Avery. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Got it! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And here they come, almost all the way back. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
TCU 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it down the right side. Off and running. He's at the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think he could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Avery. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Brown wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That brings them to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And the Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll go to the fullback. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense.
Touchdown, Mustangs! Mustangs. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Quarterback will keep it. Lowers those pads. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
TCU 26.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Mustangs are facing 3rd and inches. Run it with the fullback. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
One thing you know with this guy, at fullback, he's not going to fumble the football, and I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the 4th.
Here in this offense, will try to milk the clock. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Fullback's got it. The ball squirts free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return. What a play to get the football back. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Give to the big fullback. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Give to the fullback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Gotta have it situation. Who do you go to? You go to the big fella who does the dirty work. The fullback gets the 1st down, and you still have life in this football game.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.